This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now with local real estate expert Harvey Blankfeld.
Where we want to educate you about our market, empower you to make wise decisions, and help you engage with our expert contributors.
Danielle, I know we're going to do Our Valley with Danielle, and we're going to talk today about Boulder City. What do you want to tell us about Boulder City?
Well, I'm really excited to talk about Boulder City.
Yes.
I always call it the hidden gem. And when I'm driving my clients here, I call it a time capsule. I'm like, we're going to be driving through a time capsule right now.
That's cool.
So the location is the southeast part of Las Vegas Valley, and it borders Henderson and Railroad Pass. So a little bit of history about it. So I'm going to give you a timeline here.
Go ahead.
All right, so the Boulder Canyon Project Act, authorizing the building of Hoover Dam, was signed by President Coolidge in 1928. Boulder City was built to house the workers who came to the dam. At this time, the town site was on federally owned land, and title to all land was retained by the federal government under the Bureau of Reclamation. Boulder City was built as the Boulder Canyon Project Federal Reservation, and federal rangers maintained law and order on the reservation, which I thought was interesting.
That is interesting.
So in 1931 and 1932, they started building houses to accommodate the workers for the dam. And in 1936, the dam was built. They were actually 22 months earlier than anticipated, which I thought was neat. But Boulder City was actually incorporated in 1960.
So it started a while ago and didn't actually become a city until all the way into the 60s.
So the citizens of Boulder City, they enacted various amendments to keep their growth contained because
Okay.
they wanted then to have that small town city feel. And so in 1979, the citizens adopted a ballot to control the growth. And then again in 1997, they restricted on how the city land can be sold. So Boulder City is 207 square miles, and most of the land is vacant and is owned by the city.
Wow.
And they want to keep it that way. They don't want to have a bunch of growth and then building on that. So I thought that was really, so it's undeveloped and restricted, and they want it to stay that way.
Interesting. And they actually have a historic area in Boulder City, do they not?
They have like on Denver Street, like there's 514 historic buildings.
Nice.
So it's
Wow.
And so when you drive through, a lot of those buildings are historic. So what's interesting, because I love how things are preserved. In 1983, Boulder City became the historic district and was entered into the National Register of Historic Places. So every year they have a historic preservation award. And last year was the Brim House on 1342 Denver Street. So it was built in the 40s.
Oh, wow.
And if you look at the picture, and hopefully Nate puts it online, it's got this Spanish colonial look, and it's beautiful. It's a
Nice.
beautiful house, probably 900 square feet. But so every year they
Yeah,
give
the
an
homes
award.
aren't real big down there.
No.
No, for the most
No.
part. They're pretty small.
So homes ranging, condos, 125,000. Their median price is 358, and they have
Okay.
homes all the way up to 2.4 million. And then over the last 3 years, Storybrooke came in and built a subdivision called
Boulder Hills Estates.
Boulder Hills Estates, and there's 127 homes.
Wow.
But I read an article when he was building, like when it just started, actually it was when COVID started, that said that he had given, or Storybook Homes had given quite a bit of money to the schools.
Yes.
They donated, probably a significant amount of money, but it went to good use. And you know what? If it helped make the schools better and they put 127 new homes in there, I think that's great.
You've been listening to Las Vegas Real Estate Now. If you ever have a question about real estate or any of the other topics we cover, just call me off air or text me at 702-203-1165. You can also check us out on the web at lvrealestateradio.com or on our handle on social media at LV Real Estate Radio. We'll meet you on the radio next Saturday at 11 a.m. right here on the new 101.5 FM 720 AM KDON, the Talk of Las Vegas.